That was actually one of the things I wanted to talk to you about. How to get more grabs. Like I didn't try to get grabs in our last two games, but I'm not sure how to go about things to be efficient at grabbing.
Okay, so this is going to be very, very important and super useful for you because you're playing literally the slowest character in the game. So getting grabs is borderline impossible unless you condition your opponent to be terrified of you. Okay,
Right.
and
Okay.
this is
That's what
all.
I thought.
This is all going to stem from ledge trapping. If you play your character properly, I would say 85% of the time you're ledge trapping the opponent. You should
Okay.
never really have to chase them unless it's a matchup where they can genuinely just do whatever they want. So if it is someone like Mithra or Pikachu or Fox and they're just sprinting across the entire stage the whole time. But more often than not, you should have the opponent in the corner and you should be right there. Okay, either you're right there, or what you can also do is play right up here. So if I am off stage and recovering, this is going to be the first part of your ledge traps as well. Okay, so going for your down tilt at the ledge. One of the best setups that you do have for ledge trapping, or I guess it'd be a 2-frame setup, is getting down tilt into forward tilt. Okay,
Right.
down tilt into forward tilt. I've seen it kill it around 90. Okay,
Okay.
so that's super good to try and get. And even with going for down tilt multiple times and conditioning people to, like, let's say roll on stage or try and hit with get up attack, you could be going for nair to shield or up smash to shield or grab and throw them back off stage. If you want to go for like the suicide kill, you could even go for up B and you kill yourself in the process, but you could do that. The other thing too is if you're going for your down tilts, if people are getting caught by getting up and hitting your shield, they're going to start rolling to get past you. So if I start rolling, so you can go for down tilt and then you can dash back and up smash, right? From here, this is, or you can go for dash back grab. Either is fine. This is where you don't want to go for side B, because if you catch me with side B, I get sent this way. Okay, if I roll past you, that is.
Right.
So if you're like,
Okay.
you're there, and I go like
If I face this way and I side be this way.
yeah. So you don't want to do that unless you have revenge already stacked and you could just straight up destroy me. If I'm at like 110 or 120 and maybe you have a single stack of revenge and it's a guaranteed no matter what my DI is I'll die, then sure. But otherwise you want to try and keep me in the corner because you're literally the slowest character in the game. If you send me across the stage and I have a reasonably fast recovery, you're probably not going to get across the entire stage faster than I can get onto the stage and now get out of a ledge trap situation. So for you, positioning is going to be king, 1,000,000%. You have to try and keep me in one particular corner and let me, or make me work to get out of the corner versus just toss me across the stage. The other thing too, and we're going to get to the grabbing part in a second, as far as the rest of the ledge trapping, a couple things you could do is if someone's going to get up and let's say if I'm going to jump from ledge, or if I'm going to, like, let's say let go and jump from ledge like this, or jump and go for fair or whatever it might be, this is where your fair is going to come into play, or your nair.
Okay.
A couple of things you have to take into consideration too. Your nair and your fair, as far as I know, they're not disjointed, but you are very heavy. So if you get out disjointed and I happen to hit you away, then that's one thing. But if we happen to trade, I can't take nearly as many trades as you. And if we happen to trade and hit with nair or fair, I get sent off stage, whereas you get sent onto the stage.
Okay.
So there's nothing wrong with that. After this is where the grabs are going to come into play. Once you've conditioned me to be scared of rolling, scared of going for get up attack, scared of jumping, scared of going for fair from ledge, the only thing I'm going to most likely do is get up and shield, because I don't want to get hit by anything else. There is still counterplay on my part, so if I get up and shield, you might go for side B, and if you catch me, then yes, I'm dead. But I can also jump over top and come down like this and go for a back air and kill you. So it's going to be a bit of a dance to make sure that you're not throwing it out at the wrong time. But also even with that, if you know that I'm going to shield and let's say trying to finesse your grab or your side B, if you know I'm going to jump, you could be dashing up, right? Or walking up and then jumping and going for fair and trying to catch me, right? Or even up air as well. Your up air is insanely strong. You're going to be playing around a lot of my shield. And if I am giving in as far as shielding and you are getting grabs, there's not much I can really do. Because here's the thing. I'm not saying I want to get hit by your side B. I would say my win condition to try and beat this character, if you are really locking me down in the corner, is to make you believe that you can go for side B. And I do get a chance to try and jump and come down with the back air. If I can't get that situation to happen, more often than not, I'm not going to say I'm guaranteed to lose, but it's super hard to trade with this character or just straight up lose multiple situations, especially when you have the ability to stack revenge or just straight up kill me with a move like forward tilt or up smash or fair, right?
Okay.
I guess the TLDR of that entire thing is before you can get grabs, you have to scare me into shielding. Okay.
That I watched a few of your latest videos and that came up a lot. And it had me thinking. And yeah, that's what I sort of came up with too.
It's one thing to say it, right, on my part, Or for you to even say, okay, like, okay, I have to scare you, so what does that even look like? A lot of what that is, first, is playing around my shield and trying to intimidate me with the fact that you're a stronger character and a heavier character. So I can't really scrap with you for fun and hope for the best, because eventually, even if we trade consistently over and over again, you will still win as far as being heavier. Eventually, a trade will kill me and you won't die. So let's say, for example, if I come down with like a down air to try and land on you, and you go for an up air or an up smash, even if I hit you, eventually I'm going to die off the top, right? So it's not worth doing something like that. So instead, I'm going to land somewhere else and give you space, because landing on top of you is just not worth doing. Especially if you call out my down air and you go for revenge, and then you happen to catch, let's say, a bad jump with another up air or a fair, you catch me being scared and shield, and you do get a grab or a side B, it just makes things so much worse for me. Another big part of getting me to be scared is making sure that you do have revenge stacked. As soon as you have that, I'm going to give you space, I'm going to run, or I'm going to try and get a grab, right? Because if I grab you, it gets rid of revenge. You could also be using your neutral B a lot more as well, too. It's a good tool as far as like if we're in a scramble situation. If I happen to run up and shield it as well too, it'll eventually either shield poke me or just it can break shields as well. My shield has to be pretty low for that. It doesn't like break them outright, so you have to throw it out at the right time. But if I like happen to get up in the corner and let's say I do happen to shield, you could throw out your neutral B and catch me, right? Just made me think, okay, I can't get up and shield because I'm gonna get shield poked. Oh my. Oh, if you up smash right there, I'm supposed to be dead. Oh, that works too. I just did it. Oh my. So are you trying to get... it sounds like a lot of buttons that are not revenge right now.
Yeah, well, it's me mashing B.
Oh my. Oh my. What was I at? 25? That did like 60. Oh my. This guy's kind of cracked. Unless... Hey. Okay, I'm kind of cracked. So once again, your character doesn't really go off stage. If you're going to go off stage, it can be like a cheeky nair or like a down air for disrespect. But to say like you should go off stage versus just staying on stage and going for down tilts and forward tilts, at the very least, it's just not the case. You want to stick with those moves instead, because your character is, I'm not going to say designed for ledge trapping, but they're designed for corner pressure. So, going off stage, here's the thing. If you happen to go off stage, and I get back on stage, in quotations, for free, yes, I could ledge trap you, but now I'm escaping the most devastating part of your game. Because based on your character's main strength is literally their strength, and your main weakness is the fact that you're slow, right? So, if I'm in the corner, your speed is not nearly as much of a factor, versus if I can just run away. So you want to try your best to corner me, and keep me cornered. If you can catch me off stage and you know I've already air dodged early, or I don't have a jump and you can just go out there and hit me, then that's different. But if I can like go super low off stage, or like wall jump, or I can like double jump and go way up high like this, and if you're jumping off stage going for something like this, right, and you're not even close, or you go for like a down air like this and let's get over top of you, like I said, I could ledge trap you myself, and that's all good and well, but it's the fact that I'm not being ledge trapped by you. That's the biggest win for me. Right there, so this is where you can actually be going for a read, because you went for like down tilt, up tilt, then you could have gone for revenge. So if I come down aggressive, you would have got a free revenge there, right? Oh, okay, goodbye. Okay, there's one. Definitely want to see a lot more of that. I've been doing a lot.
The counters?
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of incredibly not true combos, and they're just working out for me. I'm not saying you should spam it, but there's a lot of times when if you start getting hit by the up tilts and stuff on the platform, you should be trying to go for it, so that if I'm not perfect with my combo, you will catch me. In which case, then I have to start like delaying combos, in which case, if you don't do it, then you can just escape for free. Oh my. Yeah, this is one of the worst, not worst matches, but it's very polarizing, where I can get absolutely murked if you're good with your revenges, because I just can't combo you. Oh my. Got lucky. So as far as where you want to use that, though, you want to make sure that you're using it out of combos. It's just like any other counter in the game, you definitely don't want to use it to recover with. Right? So like landing on stage with your revenge. If I up tilt you, if we're going up onto platforms, if I up throw you, anything like that, you can try and throw it out there. So if you know for sure, okay, I've landed an up tilt or a down tilt or like a down air or something that's going to start a combo, then by all means, revenge should be coming out more often than not. Okay?
Okay.
Not saying always, but make me have to play honest. Because if I'm just holding forward and going sicko mode, and I'm just going for crazy stuff, and you're not trying to use it, then it just makes the game so much easier for me, right?
All right.
And as far as keeping me honest, what I mean by that is, like I said, if you start to use revenge and I start to get countered by that, I'm going to have to go for an up tilt and to do nothing. And that's a huge opportunity at that point to actually jump out or come down with a nair or air dodge to a direction to get away from me or just drift away and get out of the combo basically for free. I really can't afford to be hitting you with like up tilt into like a double jump back air. And if it's not true at all, the back air hits your revenge and then you hit me with side B and I die at 50. Also, revenging my laser is not bad, but it's very, very weak. So you have to stack it like 5 or 6 times or 5 times for it to actually be even slightly useful. Oh, okay, I did nothing. Almost died. Twice? Oh my. So right there, if he just went for a forward tilt, I could have been in a horrible spot because I had no jump. In which case, he could have gone for the down air right after, or he could have gone for like nair or fair. So another thing too that you should know, this has nothing to do with you, but I used to train with an Incineroar for a very, very long time, like multiple years. So I just understand the matchup so well. And if it feels like, oh, he's giving me all this advice on revenge and it literally doesn't work, it's like, well, it's not really fair because I just know. I've played with him so much, and he's actually still finesses me with it a lot. It's very hard. It's not easy for you to actually get those revenges, but when you do happen to get them, it is extremely devastating. So you gotta just be patient as far as throwing them out, and if you happen to get them in the wrong spot, that's part of learning too, is seeing where things don't work. Oh, not like this. He's got pranked.